up, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Bbnaija. If today is the first time on my channel, you are definitely welcome, and if today isn't your first time, thank you for always coming back to watch all of my videos. Guys, I want to say thank you so much to all of you who deemed it fit to leave a comment for me when I talked about Miriam and her calling me a monkey. I'm not upset because obviously I don't look like a monkey. I am not a monkey, and even if I was a monkey, I'm a cute little monkey. Okay, now let's just get straight into today's video. Guys, last night was the live eviction show, and the only reason I did not do any video last night was because I was bored. Guys, I don't know if any of you watched the live eviction show. It usually takes 1 hour or at least 2 hours, but this one took way over 2 hours, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Ebuka was just taking a lot of pauses, and I'm just like, doesn't he know what to say, or is the script missing? So without any further ado, let's just get right into it. But I need to apologize to you just in case you hear any background noise. Of course, it's a holiday, and you know my neighbor's kids are around. Obviously they need to play, and I cannot be a wicked auntie that will say, oh yeah, go and sit down, don't make noise, don't talk. So you definitely hear them in the background playing, but I'm just going to try to speak as loud as I can. Okay, yesterday there was no eviction whatsoever. We knew that already from last week Sunday because Ebuka had already announced it to us that there would be no evictions. However, the housemates did not know that, so they were all tensed and just ready to say goodbye to whoever was leaving the house. The only major thing that happened last night in the house was Ebuka addressing some of the issues that have been ongoing in the house. For instance, hiding of food. And guys, throughout last week there was this whole noise of some of the housemates keeping some food items in their bags and in their lockers. I don't know if they want to take it to their houses, but the point is, some of them have been hiding noodles, some of them have been hiding spaghetti, tomatoes, even eggs, like raw eggs. And the incident that brought all of this to limelight was actually Esther. So last week Esther wanted to make omelets, and you know there was no egg, so she was like, oh, I have one egg. So she goes inside and brings out the egg. So the housemates are like, you see what we've been saying? But it was so dramatic because the housemates were shouting, particularly Omashola. Omashola was so irritated by the action. Like, why would you be hiding food that is not your own, food that you not buy with your money, and you're hiding it? So that was one of the things Ebuka addressed yesterday. Another thing Ebuka did last night was also calling out Fraud, Venita, Esther, and Omashola. You know there's been this thing going on with the four of them. If you guys remember in one of my videos, I told you that when Venita came into the house, Omashola was really excited. He felt like, oh, she's from Warri, I'm from Warri, so we're going to gel together, and you know things are just going to work out. But it didn't really go like that because Venita wasn't really into Omashola like that. She was more into Fraud than Omashola, and Omashola let it go. Even though he was hot, genuinely, he let it slide. Now Fraud has gone back to make peace with Esther, and Venita is just like, what is wrong with this guy? You always say that you are trying to do things with your head than with your heart, but it almost feels like you don't even know what you want. He already said things were not really working out between him and Esther. Now that she has fixed him per se, he wants to go back to Esther. And Ebuka was asking them what was going on and all that, and Venita was like, nothing is going on. She came into the house, Fraud and Omashola welcomed her. Things didn't really work out between she and Omashola. Things were working out for Fraud until Fraud went back to Esther, so that she is cool and she has moved on from it and everything. Ebuka asked Fraud, and Fraud was like, I know where my heart is and I know where my head is. So he's doing things more with his head this time around than with his heart, and that he wants to work things out with Esther regardless of the way she treated him in the past when Nelson was still in the house. It was just a whole going back and forth with the housemates and everything. At the end of the day, I don't even know if all these are love story itself is real or if it's all a strategy for the game. Whichever the case may be, na dem sabi, I can't be bothered. Moving on from that, I also remember telling you guys last week that the housemates were divided into 4 groups for the Oppo Fashion Challenge, and Biggie told us that the winner of the challenge was going to be announced on Sunday during the live eviction show, which he did. And the group that succeeded in winning the Oppo Fashion Challenge was the group C, and that included NK, Elo, Cindy, Jackie, and Mike, and they walked away with the sum of 1 million naira and the Oppo F11 Pro phone for their loved ones. That's really cute. Also, I remember mentioning to you guys about the Munchie challenge that got Messi and Ike the cash prize of 2 million naira, so they have to split it 1 million naira each, and they had a very romantic dinner at the arena. Guys, Munchie didn't stop there. They decided to give a consolation prize of 1 million naira to the first runner-up team, and that had Tacha and Elo win the sum of 1 million naira. So they will both split it 500,000 naira each. Ebuka also addressed the issue of housemates disobeying and totally disregarding Big Brother and his rules. There's been a lot of infringements in that house, and Biggie is obviously not happy about it. Neither is Ebuka happy about it. Biggie feels like they just take him for granted because he has been lenient with them. If you guys remember last year, year, Biggie was giving it to the housemates hot. Like once you mess up, you get the repercussion, and the housemates were on their toes throughout the show. But this year, Biggie has just been really nice, you know, taking things chilled with them. But obviously, the housemates have overstepped their boundaries, and Biggie has promised to deal with them adequately. A few days ago, Biggie sent in a scroll through the head of house, Sheyi, and he instructed that the housemates stay away from the 2 bedrooms. After which, immediately Sheyi read the scroll. Some of the housemates still broke the rule, and then when Biggie called them out after the arena games, they were quick to say, "Oh no, Biggie, you are lying. I did not go into the room. Biggie, I swear, immediately you told us not to go, I went outside. I didn't go into the house." And yesterday, Ebuka had to play the clip for them. They actually saw themselves disobeying the rules. So obviously, Biggie sees everything like he always says. Biggie immediately disqualified 9 of the housemates who broke that rule, and also told them that they would not be allowed to participate in the Veto Power Challenge that held last night as well. And the housemates that were disqualified include Fraud, Mike, Tacha, Jackie, Sadi, NK, Joe, Elozanam, and Omashola. They were not allowed to participate last night during the Veto Power Challenge. And after the Veto Power Challenge last night, Diane emerged the winner of the Veto Power for this week. And Biggie specifically instructed Diane that she must use the Veto Power. You guys remember the last time Sheyi won the Veto Power and he refused to save himself. Now let's talk about Khafi and Gedoni. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been this wall, like this gap between Khafi and Gedoni since the Oppo challenge. They all started when they were split into different groups. Khafi and Gedoni were not put in the same group, and for some reason during the whole preparation for the challenge, Khafi saw one of the designs that Gedoni's group had made, and they already had something similar. So there was some kind of misunderstanding between them, because Joe, who was in Gedoni's group, accused Khafi of seeing that design and going over to her team to tell them about it, which made them also use the same design. And she felt really bad because Gedoni did not come to ask her. Rather, he insinuated that she was a liar for denying the whole accusation. So since that time, she has been giving Gedoni space. She barely spoke to Gedoni after that time. And even during the Saturday party, Gedoni tried to dance with her, but she wasn't having it. She just walked away. Although she was having fun, but she just didn't want to have anything to do with Gedoni. But after the live nomination last night, Gedoni went to Khafi, you know, and tried to apologize to her. You know, he was even singing to her and all that. They were seated at the garden when they were having this conversation. And at some point, Khafi was just like, despite the fact that she was so hot with the way Gedoni treated her and everything, she still loves him and all that. And then he was like, "I love you too. I love you, Khafi. Da 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 da." Me, I don't know. If you ask me to judge based on what I watched, I would tell you that the guy was truly in love with Khafi. But then again, people of God, these housemates, I don't know, some of them are pretenders. All these things could just be a strategy. But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. The cocoa is that he has apologized to her and they've moved on from it. So better, please move on. That's basically everything that happened in the house between last night and this morning, okay? And now to the part I've been waiting for, the part where I get to share my better zobo with you guys. I'm really excited to share this because this is something I've been doing and I really don't talk about it here on YouTube. But I just felt like it would be nice for me to share my drink with some of you guys. And I made a post on my community tab, which I told you guys to go and place a comment there if you'd like a bottle. And obviously some people did. It's really sad because there are 2 people I actually feel like they deserve to get a bottle of this drink, and they include Ike the Justus and Elinor Umwale. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name right, I'm so sorry. But Justus stays far away in Akwa Ibom, while Elinor is far away in Zambia, and I am just a little girl struggling here in Lagos State. And I don't think it makes any sense for me trying to weigh bill just a 50cl bottle of the Zobo drink. Hold on, let me show you guys the drink. This is the drink, okay? It's just a 50cl bottle of Better's Zobo. I hope you guys can see. This is iced already, okay? So this is the bottle. I don't really think it makes sense me trying to weigh bill just this bottle from Lagos, you know, paying so much money to do that just because of this. So I'm probably going to find another way to do these giveaways so that you will not be restricted because of your location. I truly apologize, okay? So I'm just going to be mentioning the other 4 people that I think can get a bottle, but that's also dependent on whether they live in Lagos or not. I'm just going to write their names across my screen. The first person is Glory Ada. The second person is Yetunde Ezomo. The third person is It's Done Akosinanwa. The 4th person is Debbie James. So you guys should reach out to me on Instagram. I'm going to just write my handle on the screen so that we can discuss and be sure that you live in Lagos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel if you just did. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button. Also click on the bell like button beside the subscribe button so you get notified every single time I put out a new video. Thank you guys so much for your love. and your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.